In my opinion, submission is modern day slavery. Imagine living in a world where everyone thought and believed in the exact same thing, where conformity rules and dissenting voices are silenced. That world will be void of improvement, it will be void of growth, and it will be void of innovation. These are my opinions. You don't have to agree with it. Take the message and don't shoot the messenger. Let's delve into it. When we say patriarchy, right, we are not referring to just the men, we are referring to the women as well. Women are the upholders of patriarchy. Women are the enablers of patriarchy. In fact, without women, the wall of patriarchy will come crashing down. Women are the reason why patriarchy is still standing strong. Let me explain. When you as a mother, you directly or indirectly assign gender roles, like telling the boys to wash the car, to do what you call the hard jobs, while the girls do the cleaning, the cooking, and all that stuff. You are enabling patriarchy, because cleaning and cooking is a life skill that everyone should know how to do. Likewise, how to wash a car. So instead of saying the boys should do this and the girls should do this, why not everybody do the same thing at different times, thereby everybody having a skill, having how to do this and also able to do that. That is why we have a lot of men who cannot cook and they come out to say, to flex that I cannot cook because I'm a man. No, you cannot cook because you do not want to learn how to cook. Nobody taught you how to do. So even if your mother did not teach you how to cook and you were able to learn how to do the other stuff, then you should be able to teach yourself how to cook as well. So if you as a mother, you are indirectly or directly assigning gender roles to your children, you are enabling patriarchy. If you as a mother, you stay back in an abusive relationship, you stay back in a violent situation, you stay back in a violent environment just so you can answer Mrs. or just so you can be married, you are directly showing your daughter what marriage should be like, and she should remain there. So regardless of whatever treatment that your daughter gets, she should remain there because you are the blueprint that she's seeing. You are enabling patriarchy. If you as a mother-in-law, you bully your daughter-in-law because she birthed female children, you are enabling patriarchy. As we all know, the gender of a child is solely dependent on the husband. So if you want your grandchildren to be boys, maybe you should talk to your sons. If you as a woman, in correcting your child, your female daughter does something wrong, and in correcting her, you tell her that, oh, if you carry this behavior to your husband's house, he's going to chase you away and you cannot come back to my house. You are subconsciously talking to her subconsciousness that regardless of whatever treatment she gets at her husband's place, she should remain there and not come back. Because you, who is supposed to be her support system, you who is supposed to be her backbone and stand by her through thick and thin, will not be there for her. So she's going to remain there. You are enabling patriarchy. When you as a mother, you tell the daughters that their brothers are better than them, are more superior than them, so they should give him respect, they should do so many things for him, you are enabling patriarchy, because you are devaluing the girl child even before she leaves home, that the men are always going to be above her, regardless of who the men are, regardless of how the men are, regardless of how the men treat them, that the men are better than her. You are enabling patriarchy. And the highest form of patriarchy is FGM, which is the female genital mutilation. It's so surprising and disheartening that in 2024, women are still insisting that children, that girls should go under such inhumane and barbaric acts. When FGM started, it had no benefit for the girl. It was solely to pleasure the men. That is the height of patriarchy. And the recent one, at the time I was even preparing to shoot this video, this one didn't even happen. Junior Pope's wife, who lost her husband recently, went back to work. And another woman came to the internet to say that why should she go back to work, that she's still supposed to be mourning her husband. If it was a man that his wife died, society would tell the man that, oh, you cannot stay alone, you need to get a wife to help you, blah, 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 blah. But she expects that the woman should stay home and mourn her husband. Who is going to feed her husband in this current day economy, in this present day Nigeria? Who is going to help her feed her children? Those are the enablers of patriarchy. Sometimes we do it knowingly or unknowingly, but we are the major enablers of patriarchy. This is my opinion. The definition of a strong woman is not a woman who intentionally stayed with an abusive husband for years, enduring all forms of abuse and debilitating violence just to bear a missus. Strong womanness is not measured by your ability to endure abuse. Strong womanness is not measured by the ability of you to stay in a place where they are splitting your head day in, day out. Strong womanness is not measured by your ability to endure beating every day. No, that is not strong womanness. Don't worry about your cheating husband. You are a strong woman. Don't care about your mother of a husband. You are a strong woman. Your head an echo that you are a strong woman. You are not a strong woman. No. Have you ever heard where they say that, oh, a strong man? Nobody calls a man who is beaten up by his wife every day a strong man. In fact, men do not measure their strength by how much BS they can take from their wife. Women have been doing amazing things in finance, in business, in career. They have been shattering glasses from time immemorial, doing amazing things. And your definition of a strong woman is your ability to survive abuse or your ability to survive split head. My dear, carry that your suffer head come out for here. Marriage no day for heaven. There is no award for who suffer pass. I keep saying this thing. There is no award for who suffer pass. Now here everything end. So don't come here and before me I'm a strong woman. Okay, let's do a litmus test, right? This thing that you are going through now, would you like your daughter to go through the same thing? My thoughts exactly. So my dear, you are not a strong woman. You are not, because if you are a strong woman, you will wish this same treatment on your child. The thing I don't like this term strong woman is because this term subtly encourages the idea that women have to go through inordinate suffering just to be termed strong. It doesn't just sit right with me. Me, I'm a soft girl. I want to be a baby girl for life. Yeah, I don't want to suffer. I don't come this life to suffer. Yes, I don't want to be a strong woman. I want to be a soft woman. Yes, soft life. I didn't come to this life to suffer. You may not agree with me, but whenever I hear the word submission, submission, when you go to the internet, I want a submissive wife. When you go to church, be a submissive wife. The thing, like, I've heard so much of it that it is now a cliche. Submissive wife, you be a submissive wife. To me, this is my opinion. Submission, like when you surrender your power, your control to somebody so that they can lord over you, they can dominate you, is giving me master-slave relationship. Let me explain. The reason why submission is not, they are trying to tell that submission is not slavery, is because modernization and society have termed slavery as bad, has termed dominance as bad, has termed control as bad. So they now say submission, and that when you submit to your husband, it's just so that you let him take charge, it's just so that you let him control the household. No, that's not it. Ask a man, what does he mean by he wants a submissive wife? You will see him list a litany of what a slave does for the master. You see him list, I want my wife to do this, I want my wife to cook, to take care of children, to take care of me, to do this, to do that, to do that. When you say define the dictionary meaning of definition, they'll say no, you cannot use dictionary to define spiritual things, but they can use dictionary to define baptism, they can use dictionary to define marriage, they can use dictionary to define so many things. But when it comes to submission, they will tell you that you cannot use Bible and dictionary to define spiritual, that you need spiritual eye to be able to define spiritual things. Because the way it is being hammered, I want a submissive wife. They will even look at a woman's face, they'll say, this one will not be submissive. That one will not be submissive. That is why you see an older person will run to his village to go and marry a naive lady because he's looking for somebody he can lord over and control. And women keep falling into that trap. You think you are young because they find you desirable. No, they don't find you desirable. They just find you easy to be manipulated. So whenever I hear this submission thing, it constantly gives me slave master relationship. Because most of these people you see, I want a submissive wife. And then even biblically, it is written that man, you should submit unto one another. But you don't hear it being hammered in church. Husband, submit to your wife. No, wife, submit to your husband. Wife, submit to your husband. I recently even saw a video where the pastor was saying that a wife is not your friend. You are a woman, so your husband owns you. You know how you own cattle, you own sheep, you own slave. This is what he was preaching in church, that as a woman you are owned. As you are owned, you do not have a mind of your own. You are owned. They come and say, woman, when your husband is talking, you should keep quiet. You should not talk. Because it is only the man that has the monopoly of sense. You don't have a mind of your own. You cannot express yourself simply because you are married. You get lost in a frenzy. Like, I don't know, this is my opinion. What happened to being kind to your partner, to your husband, to your wife? What happened to talking to your wife with mutual respect, just the same way you want her to treat you? What happened to treating her in the same way? When you want to talk to your husband, they'll say, you want to talk to your husband, you go, hey, my husband. But when the husband wants to talk to you, he comes with that bossiness. Why should it be so? And then when the wife talks to him in that same tone and in that same manner, they say she's rude. They say the wife is arrogant. They say the wife is not submissive. You want a particular treatment, but you're not willing to give it to your partner. Like, make it make sense. So that's why whenever I hear this submission is giving me slave master, because it means you surrender total control of your being, total control of your existence to another human being. It doesn't sit right with me. It does. That's why sometimes I say religion is even our problem. I don't like that submission of a thing. I like mutual respect. I like mutual love. Let it be mutual. That thing that you desire, give it to that person, not you lording over somebody. As a woman, like, you have your own rights, like you are a human being who is capable of taking decisions, like, I don't really like that term submission. And the way it is being hammered even makes it more cringy. Like, I would like to know your thoughts in the comment section. I see younger women sobbing older women that you are old. Anytime you come on the internet, this one don't old oh, and that one don't old oh. My dear, are you allergic to old age? Don't you know that old age is a blessing? To be in your 30s, 40s is a blessing. Okay, you want to die at old age, abi? You see them saying, men do not like you, men do not like you. The reason why you think those men like you is because you are easily manipulated. What happened to women his age? What happened to women in their 30s, matured women like him? What happened to them? Why is he not going to them? It's because they can see through his BS. They can see through the lies. They can see through the manipulation. But the reason why he's with you is because you are easily manipulated, easily controlled, and you think you are special. Baby girl, you are not special. You are just naive. I said what I said. These are my popular opinion. I don't know if it is unpopular to you, but these are just how I feel about these things. If you have anyone, you can add it in the comment section. Until I come your way again next time, peace, love, and light. Bye.